this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Brings up 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 38. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll run on first down. Cottrell, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 31, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On second down, Cottrell. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
You. Hey, watch that. Check right.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. They'll try the left side. Cottrell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Look at me, zipper.
On second and 11 now. Minshew. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. Third down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer.
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, 76 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And he's got room. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill, and that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Good.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Jaguars 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
1st down, Titans.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
With it is Jackson. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
49-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To Derrick Henry.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And the Titans 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Fopo's the mic. Mike's Fopo. Stop your whining.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check. Check. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st down, Cottrell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Minshew sets to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now Minshew sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? You keep running it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now.
Titans 35, Jaguars 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tannehill now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And nearly picked off.
Minshew.
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Here's Minshew. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
First and goal at the 8.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Again, the ball carrier.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Down at the 2-yard line.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
It's our time.
Here we go on 4th down. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. From his goal line here, Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 4, check 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Check, 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 check.
To throw is Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
A gain of
a big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10. Here's nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, he's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. That one good for 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Titans 42, Jaguars 17. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The Titan ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
His 48-yard line.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke.